Parshat Naso kind of ticks me off. Okay, so the first thing that happens is you've got this thing with like the adulterous wife, and she's taken into the center of the town, and there's this whole thing where she has to drink this bitter water, and it's actually got words inside the water. Basically, the priest writes out this vow that she has to take, and even writes God's name on it, and then he slips it in the water, and he kind of washes the ink off, so it's like God's name is even in the water, and she drinks this stuff, and if she lives, then she didn't cheat, and if she dies, well, she cheated and she dies, and it's that simple. It's very Salem witch trial, and I'm gonna assume that a lot of innocent women probably died because I don't think the system of justice was quite on par with, like, SVU. Just saying, it's not quite Law and Order. I don't see Detective Munch and Ice-T hanging out. It's that simple. Okay, so then you got the second part, which, swear to God, has hippies. Really, no kidding, 100% patchouli hippies. There's these people called the Nazarites, and they get to take this vow, and you can become a Nazarite just by saying, I take this vow. It's that simple. Special restrictions when you're a Nazarite. You can't drink alcohol, you have to grow your hair long, you don't get to have sex, you kind of seclude yourself away. What else? You have to bring sacrifices, you have to be in the mikveh. Got me thinking, long-haired people who need to take a bath that are kind of weird. Hippies, okay, they're hippies. So I had all this stuff brewing in my head, and I realized, wait, hold on, there's actually some good stuff here. Number one, the whole rule with adultery, yeah, this section talks about women being adulterers, but the river flows both ways on that one. There's laws that are about men as well. So it's not like this is an anti-woman thing. The second thing, these hippie Nazarite people, that vow can be taken by a man or a woman. So it kind of dispels this idea that men get the monopoly in the holy department. To me, it even says that women can be rabbis. It's kind of the thought that I have about it. Anyway, so the thing about the Torah is, anytime you think it's kind of antiquated and it's making a comment that doesn't really work for today, it kind of gives you a swift punch. And it's like, hey, I'm going to bring you back in the right direction. That's what this Torah portion does. You got all this kind of antiquated stuff, but then if you read it right, you can see that it works really well for today.